Chapter 1, The Day I Died. Ethan Vale had everything. Money. Power. A name that made billionaires lower their voices. At 28, he was the youngest tech king on Earth. His company, Vale Tech, controlled artificial intelligence, space engines, and the systems that would build the first city beyond Earth. That city was called Astronova. A city among the stars. A city only the richest and most powerful could enter. And Ethan was supposed to own half of it. Tonight, he stood inside the orbital station above Earth, watching the blue planet glow below him. Then his best friend smiled and said, "Goodbye, Ethan." Before Ethan could move, alarms screamed. Red lights flashed. The station shook violently. On the screen, he saw the truth. His accounts were empty. His company's shares were stolen. His access codes deleted. Everything he built was gone. Ethan turned slowly. "Marcus, what did you do?" Marcus stood behind the glass wall with Ethan's fiancée, Selena, beside him. Selena's eyes were cold. "You were too smart," she said. "Too powerful. We only needed your money and your designs." Ethan's heart dropped. Marcus smiled. "Astronova doesn't need you anymore." Then the door locked. Fire exploded through the station. Ethan slammed his fist against the glass. "You'll regret this." Marcus only laughed. "No, Ethan. Dead men don't take revenge." The station broke apart. Metal screamed. The stars spun around him. Ethan was thrown into space as fire swallowed everything. His body became cold. His vision blurred. Earth looked so far away. As darkness took him, one thought burned inside his mind. If I had one more chance, I would never lose again. Then everything went silent. Ethan opened his eyes. He gasped and sat up. He was not in space. He was in a small bedroom. No fire. No stars. No blood. Sunlight came through the window. His hands trembled as he touched his face. "I'm alive?" He looked at the digital clock beside him. March 7, 2179. Ethan froze. This was impossible. This date was 10 years before his death. 10 years before Astronova launched. 10 years before Marcus and Selena betrayed him. He jumped out of bed and ran to the mirror. The face staring back at him was younger. Not 28. 18. His heart pounded. "I came back." Memories rushed through him like lightning. Every stock that would rise. Every company that would fall. Every secret invention. Every betrayal. Every name of every enemy. Ethan slowly smiled. In his first life, he was rich. In this life, he would become untouchable. His phone buzzed. A message appeared. "Marcus, bro, are you coming to school? Big investment club meeting today." Ethan stared at the name. Marcus. His future betrayer. His best friend. The boy who would one day kill him. Ethan's smile disappeared. He typed only one word. "Coming." Then a blue transparent screen suddenly appeared before his eyes. Galaxy Wealth System activated. Host, Ethan Vale. Status, Reborn. Mission 1, earn $10,000 before midnight. Reward, Future Market Vision, Level 1. Ethan stepped back. "What is this?" The screen pulsed. "Welcome back, Founder." Founder? Ethan's blood turned cold. The system knew him. It knew Astronova. It knew the future. And maybe, it knew why he had been reborn. Ethan looked out the window at the city below. Nobody knew the future was about to change. Nobody knew Earth would one day fall. Nobody knew a city beyond Earth would become humanity's greatest hope. But Ethan knew. And this time, he would not be betrayed. This time, he would take everything first. Money. Power. Astronova. And the stars themselves. Ethan stared at the glowing blue screen floating before him. Mission 1, earn $10,000 before midnight. Reward, Future Market Vision, Level 1. He checked the time. 7:05 a.m. Only 17 hours remained. In his previous life, earning $10,000 as a student would have been impossible. But now? He knew the future. A small smile appeared on his face. "Let's begin." After arriving at school, Ethan walked through the crowded hallways. Students laughed and chatted around him. Nobody knew he had already lived another life. Nobody knew he had died in space. And nobody knew he was about to become one of the richest people in history. "Ethan." A familiar voice called out. "Marcus." The future traitor. Marcus ran over with a grin. "Where were you this morning? You look like you saw a ghost." Ethan forced a smile. "Just tired." Marcus laughed. "Come on. The investment club is starting." Investment club. Perfect. In his first life, nothing important happened there. But today would be different. The club room was filled with students staring at stock charts. Most were discussing safe investments and small profits. Ethan ignored them all. He already knew the future. There was a tiny technology company called Nova Dynamics. Right now, its stock was almost worthless. Tomorrow, it would announce a revolutionary battery breakthrough. Its price would explode. Ethan remembered every detail. Every number. Every opportunity. After school, Ethan gathered every dollar he had. His savings. His birthday money. Everything. Total. $2,300. Not enough. But it was a start. Without hesitation, he invested every cent into Nova Dynamics. Most people would call him crazy. He called it certainty. Hours passed. The market remained quiet. The system remained silent. Ethan watched the clock. 8 p.m. 9 p.m. 10 p.m. 11 p.m. Then suddenly, his phone vibrated. Breaking news. Nova Dynamics announces energy breakthrough. Ethan smiled. Just as he remembered. The stock price exploded. 10%. 50%. 120%. 300%. Investors rushed in. The entire market went insane. The numbers climbed higher and higher. 11:47 p.m. The market finally closed. Ethan opened his account. Balance. $12,486. He had done it. The first mission was complete. A golden light flashed before him. Mission complete. Reward unlocked. Future market vision, level 1 activated. A flood of information rushed into Ethan's mind. Charts. Numbers. Predictions. Future stock movements. Entire industries. It felt like seeing tomorrow before it happened. Ethan nearly fell from his chair. This is incredible. The blue screen appeared again. Congratulations, founder. Mission 2 available. Reach $1 million within 30 days. Reward, Advanced Technology Blueprint. $1 million. Most people would need decades. Ethan only needed 30 days. A confident smile appeared on his face. Ethan stared at the new mission floating before him. Mission 2, reach $1 million within 30 days. Reward, Advanced Technology Blueprint. $1 million. For most people, it was an impossible dream. For Ethan, it was only a matter of time. He now possessed future market vision. Every morning, glowing numbers appeared before his eyes. Green arrows. Red arrows. Future stock movements. Entire industries. The system was showing him pieces of tomorrow. And Ethan intended to use every advantage. Over the next 2 weeks, Ethan invested relentlessly. A medical startup. A robotics company. A forgotten software developer. Every investment multiplied. His account climbed rapidly. $12,000 became $50,000. $50,000 became $200,000. $200,000 became $600,000. People began noticing. Especially Marcus. One afternoon, Marcus sat across from Ethan in the investment club. His eyes narrowed. How are you doing this? Ethan looked up. Doing what? Marcus pointed at the financial rankings. Ethan's name sat at the top. Far above everyone else. You predict every winning stock. Ethan shrugged. Luck. Marcus didn't believe him. Not for a second. A week later, Ethan's wealth crossed $900,000. Only one final investment remained. A small AI company called Neurocore. Most investors ignored it. But Ethan remembered the future. In 3 days, Neurocore would unveil the world's first self-learning commercial AI. The announcement would shock the world. He invested everything. Every last dollar. 3 days later, the news exploded. Breaking news. Neurocore reveals revolutionary artificial intelligence. The market erupted. Investors rushed to buy shares. The stock price skyrocketed. 100%. 200%. 400%. 600%. Ethan watched calmly. Just as he remembered. That evening, he checked his account. Balance. $1,347,822. A golden light filled his room. Mission complete. Reward unlocked. Advanced Technology Blueprint acquired. A stream of knowledge flooded into Ethan's mind. Futuristic AI systems. Energy reactors. Quantum processors. Technology decades ahead of Earth. His breathing stopped. This technology shouldn't exist yet. The system responded. Founder authorization confirmed. Astronova Technology Database access, 1%. Ethan froze. Astronova again. The city beyond Earth. Every mission seemed connected to it. Suddenly, another screen appeared. Emergency notification. Target identified. Future threat, Marcus Reed. Threat level, rising. Ethan's eyes narrowed. Marcus. The man who betrayed him in his previous life. The man who murdered him. And now, Marcus was already beginning to suspect something. Across the city, Marcus stared at a secret file on his computer. Inside were records of Ethan's investments, his profits, his impossible predictions. Marcus clenched his fists. No one gets this lucky. A dangerous smile appeared on his face. If Ethan has a secret, I'm going to take it. Far above Earth, among the stars, a massive structure drifted silently through space. Astronova. Its lights glowed against the darkness, waiting, watching, for the return of its true founder. Ethan sat alone in his apartment. As streams of futuristic data flowed across the holographic screen before him, the reward from Mission 2 was unlike anything he had imagined. Advanced technology blueprint. It wasn't a single invention. It was an entire database. Artificial intelligence, quantum processors, fusion batteries, space engines. Technology decades ahead of Earth's current level. Ethan's hands trembled. With this knowledge, he could build an empire. And this time, nobody would stop him. The next morning, Ethan founded a small company. Most people laughed. A 19-year-old student running a tech startup? Ridiculous. But Ethan didn't care. He named it Veil Tech. The same company he had built in his previous life. Only this time, he would build it years earlier. Years faster. Years stronger. Weeks passed. Using the technology blueprints, Ethan released a revolutionary AI assistant. The software could learn 10 times faster than any existing system. Investors were stunned. Technology companies panicked. The media exploded. Breaking news. Young genius creates next-generation AI. Valitech valued at $500 million. Ethan's face appeared across every news channel. The entire world wanted to know one thing. Who was Ethan Vale? But while the world celebrated him, Marcus watched from the shadows. His investigation had finally produced results. On his computer screen were dozens of files. Stock records. Investment histories. Financial reports. All connected to Ethan. Marcus clenched his fists. It's impossible. Nobody could predict the market so perfectly. Nobody. Unless they had access to information nobody else possessed. Meanwhile, Ethan received another notification. Galaxy Wealth System. New mission available. Mission 3, build a company worth $10 billion. Reward, Astronova coordinates fragment. Ethan froze. Coordinates? For Astronova? His heartbeat accelerated. The city beyond Earth wasn't supposed to exist for another decade. Yet the system kept treating it as something already built. Something already waiting. Without hesitation, Ethan accepted. Over the next year, Veil Tech expanded across the globe. Its AI systems transformed industries. Its batteries powered entire cities. Its technologies made competitors obsolete. Money poured in. Investors fought for shares. Governments requested meetings. And Ethan's wealth climbed beyond imagination. 1 year later, a massive screen lit up the skyline of New York, Tokyo, Dubai, London. Every major city on Earth displayed the same headline. Valitech surpasses $10 billion valuation. Ethan Vale becomes the world's youngest billionaire. Cheers erupted worldwide. But Ethan wasn't celebrating. Because the system had already appeared. Mission complete. Reward unlocked. A golden holographic map appeared before him. At its center was a single flashing point far beyond Earth's orbit. Astronova coordinates fragment acquired, 12%. Ethan stared at the map. The location wasn't empty space. Something was there. Something hidden. Something enormous. Suddenly, the lights flickered. A mysterious message appeared beneath the coordinates. Warning. Unknown signal detected. Transmission source, Astronova. A cold chill ran down Ethan's spine. The city beyond Earth was sending signals. Now. In the present. 10 years before humanity was supposed to discover it. And somewhere deep in space, someone, or something, was waiting for him. Far beyond Earth, beyond the stars, Astronova waited for its true founder. And Ethan's journey had only just begun. Ethan couldn't sleep. The mysterious signal from Astronova replayed endlessly in his mind. The city beyond Earth shouldn't exist yet. Humanity hadn't even launched its first deep space colony fleet. Yet the coordinates were real. The signal was real. And the system clearly knew something he didn't. For the first time since his rebirth, Ethan felt uncertain. The next morning, a new notification appeared. Galaxy Wealth System. Special mission available. Travel to the Astronova coordinate zone. Reward, coordinates fragment 25%. Reward, founder authority upgrade. Ethan's eyes widened. Travel there? The location was far beyond Earth's current exploration range. No civilian ship could reach it. Unless he built one himself. A smile appeared on his face. Looks like it's time to enter the space industry. Over the next 2 years, Vale Tech expanded again. This time into aerospace technology, fusion engines, advanced navigation systems, experimental spacecraft. The world's governments were shocked. Some supported Ethan, others feared him. But nobody could stop him. Not anymore. Meanwhile, Marcus continued his investigation. One night, he finally discovered something hidden inside a stolen Vale Tech server. A single encrypted file. Its title made his heart race. Astronova. Marcus opened it. Inside was a blurry image. A giant city floating among the stars. Its towers stretched into space itself. Its size dwarfed entire countries. Marcus stared in disbelief. What is this place? Then another file appeared. Founder, Ethan Vale. Marcus froze. Founder? How could Ethan be the founder of a city that didn't officially exist? Greed burned in Marcus's eyes. Whatever Astronova was, he wanted it. Months later, Vale Tech unveiled its greatest creation. The Phoenix Dawn. The most advanced spacecraft ever built on Earth. Powered by fusion technology decades ahead of its time. The entire world watched the launch. News channels called it impossible. Scientists called it revolutionary. Ethan called it necessary. Because beyond the stars, something was waiting. As Phoenix Dawn left Earth's orbit, the Galaxy Wealth System activated. Founder authority verified. Astronova coordinates fragment acquired, 25%. The holographic map expanded. More of the route appeared. And then? A message. A message nobody expected. Welcome home, Founder. Ethan's blood ran cold. The city wasn't just waiting. It knew he was coming. Suddenly, a transmission filled the cockpit. Static crackled. A distorted female voice echoed through the ship. Founder, if you can hear this? Humanity is running out of time. The signal cut out. The cabin fell silent. Ethan's heart pounded. Humanity running out of time? What did that mean? Before he could think further, the ship's alarms activated. Warning. Unknown object detected. Far ahead, hidden among the darkness of space, a massive structure slowly emerged. Its glowing rings stretched for thousands of kilometers. Its lights illuminated the void. And at its center stood a city unlike anything humanity had ever seen. Astronova. The city beyond Earth. And Ethan had finally found it. The bridge of the Phoenix Dawn was silent. Ethan stood before the massive observation window, staring at Astronova. The city was even larger than he had imagined. Its gigantic rings rotated slowly around a glowing central tower. Thousands of lights illuminated the darkness of space. It looked less like a city, and more like an artificial world. A world waiting for him. Suddenly, the Galaxy Wealth System activated. Founder recognition, confirmed. Astronova access granted. Docking authorization approved. The city had accepted him. Without any request. Without any verification. As if it already knew who he was. The Phoenix Dawn entered the outer ring. Immediately, countless drones surrounded the ship. Their sleek silver bodies reflected the city's lights. The crew panicked. Unknown vessels approaching. Weapons locked on us. Captain, what do we do? Ethan remained calm. They're not attacking. The drones moved aside, creating a path. A welcome corridor. The gates of Astronova slowly opened. As the ship entered the city, everyone on board gasped. Floating highways crossed the sky. Massive gardens grew beneath transparent domes. Artificial oceans shimmered with blue light. Flying vehicles moved between crystal towers. Technology centuries beyond Earth surrounded them. One crew member whispered, "This place is impossible." Another nodded. "It's like humanity skipped 1,000 years." Meanwhile, back on Earth, Marcus watched the launch recordings. He had lost track of Ethan's destination. But he knew one thing. Ethan had found something. Something worth trillions. Something hidden from the world. And Marcus intended to take it. No matter the cost. Back inside Astronova, Phoenix Dawn finally landed. A massive platform extended beneath the ship. As Ethan stepped outside, thousands of lights activated. The city awakened. One by one. Tower after tower. Street after street. Until the entire city glowed like a second sun. Then a voice echoed throughout Astronova. A voice heard by every system. Every machine. Every drone. "Welcome home, Founder Ethan Vale." The city knew his name. The crew stared at him in shock. Ethan himself could barely breathe. This wasn't a coincidence. Somehow, Astronova had been waiting for him. A golden holographic figure suddenly appeared before him. A beautiful woman made entirely of light. Silver eyes. Long glowing hair. An elegant futuristic uniform. She bowed respectfully. "My name is Aurora. I am the central intelligence of Astronova." Ethan froze. Artificial intelligence. but far beyond anything Earth could create. Aurora smiled. Founder, humanity has less than 10 years remaining. The words struck like lightning. What? Aurora's expression became serious. The catastrophe that destroyed civilization in your previous life is approaching. Ethan's heart stopped. She knew. She knew about his rebirth. His death. Everything. Before Ethan could ask another question, red warning lights flashed across the city. Warning. Unauthorized warp signature detected. Aurora turned toward the stars. For the first time, fear appeared on her face. They found us. Far beyond Astronova, a gigantic black fleet emerged from a swirling portal. Hundreds of warships. Each larger than cities. Their engines burned with crimson light. And at the front of the fleet stood a colossal flagship. A ship so large it blocked out the stars. The invasion had begun. Red warning lights flashed across Astronova. The gigantic black fleet continued emerging from the warp portal. Hundreds of warships filled the darkness. Each one was larger than Earth's biggest cities. The citizens of Astronova watched in silence. Not with fear, but with determination. As if they had seen this before. Ethan turned to Aurora. Who are they? Aurora's silver eyes dimmed. The Void Empire. The name sent a chill through the room. They destroyed thousands of worlds. They are the reason humanity nearly went extinct in your previous life. Ethan froze. His previous life. The collapse of Earth. The wars. The destruction. It had all been connected. The disaster wasn't an accident. Humanity had been attacked. Outside the city, Astronova began to awaken. Massive defense platforms emerged from hidden compartments. Energy shields surrounded the city. Thousands of drones launched into space. The peaceful city transformed into a fortress. Aurora looked at Ethan. Founder, Astronova was built for this moment. What moment? The survival of humanity. The Galaxy Wealth System activated. Emergency Founder Mission. Defend Astronova. Reward, Founder Core Access. Reward, Astronova Ownership Transfer. Ethan's eyes widened. Ownership? The city truly belonged to him. Suddenly, a transmission appeared from the enemy fleet. A towering figure covered in black armor filled the screen. His glowing red eyes stared directly at Ethan. Impossible. As if he already knew who Ethan was. The Founder has returned. The command bridge fell silent. The armored figure smiled. We have searched for you across time itself. Ethan's heart pounded. Across time? What did he mean? Before Ethan could respond, the enemy fleet attacked. Thousands of crimson beams shot across space. The battle began. Astronova answered immediately. Blue energy cannons fired from every tower. Drones swarmed the battlefield. Explosions illuminated the darkness. The stars themselves seemed to shake. For hours the battle raged. Despite its strength, Astronova was slowly being pushed back. The Void Empire was simply too powerful. Aurora's expression grew grim. If this continues, the outer defense ring will fall. Ethan clenched his fists. There had to be another way. Then the system flashed. Founder Core available. Access permission granted. A hidden chamber opened beneath the city. Aurora looked surprised. Impossible. The Founder Core has recognized you. Deep beneath Astronova, Ethan entered a gigantic golden chamber. At its center floated a crystal sphere the size of a building. Stars swirled inside it. Galaxies rotated beneath its surface. It looked like a miniature universe. The moment Ethan touched it, memories flooded his mind. Astronova. The Void Empire. Earth. His death. His rebirth. Everything. And then he finally understood. Thousands of years ago, he had been Astronova's original creator. Before the rise of humanity. Before recorded history, his soul had been sent forward through time to stop the coming invasion. The rebirth was never an accident. It was a mission. Back above the city, the enemy fleet broke through the first defense line. Aurora looked toward the sky. We're out of time. Then suddenly, a beam of golden light erupted from the center of Astronova. The entire city began to transform. Ancient weapons awakened. Dormant fleets activated. Billions of lights illuminated the darkness. The Void Empire stopped advancing. For the first time, they were afraid. And standing at the heart of Astronova, Ethan opened his eyes. His power had finally returned. Ethan stood at the center of Astronova as golden energy surged through the city. Ancient fleets awakened from their slumber. Thousands of warships emerged from hidden hangars. Massive defense platforms activated across the outer rings. For the first time in thousands of years, the true power of Astronova had returned. The Void Empire fleet halted. Their commander stared at the glowing city. No. That's impossible. The Founder should be dead. Ethan stepped forward. His eyes shone with golden light. I already died once. And I'm not dying again. The founder core merged completely with him. Knowledge beyond imagination filled his mind. Every system, every weapon, every secret of Astronova. The city wasn't just a colony. It was humanity's final sanctuary. Built to survive the end of civilizations. Built to protect life itself. Aurora appeared beside him. Her expression was filled with relief. You finally remember. Ethan nodded. Fragments of ancient memories returned. Long ago, he had created Astronova to defend humanity from the Void Empire. Before the final battle, he sent his consciousness into the future. Reborn. Waiting for the day the enemy returned. That day had finally arrived. The Void Empire launched its final assault. Millions of weapons fired simultaneously. The darkness of space turned crimson. But Astronova answered. Golden shields surrounded the city. Ancient cannons awakened. Entire enemy fleets vanished in flashes of light. The tide of battle changed instantly. Then a new ship appeared from hyperspace. Ethan recognized it immediately. Marcus. He had followed Ethan all the way to Astronova. Marcus stared greedily at the city. It should have been mine. You stole everything from me. Ethan looked at him calmly. No, Marcus. You tried to steal everything from me. Just like in the previous life. Marcus activated a stolen weapon and attacked. A beam of crimson energy shot toward Astronova. Ethan raised his hand. The founder core responded. The attack disappeared instantly. As though it had never existed. Marcus froze. Fear filled his eyes. For the first time, he understood the difference between them. This power. You're not human. The battle ended moments later. The Void Empire flagship exploded. The remaining enemy fleet retreated into the void. Humanity had won. The future had changed. Earth was safe. Astronova was safe. Everything Ethan fought for had survived. The galaxy wealth system appeared one final time. Final mission complete. Founder status, restored. Astronova ownership, transferred. Humanity survival probability, 99.8%. Aurora smiled. Welcome back, Founder. Across the city, billions of lights illuminated the stars. Citizens cheered. Ships sounded their horns. Humanity celebrated a new beginning. As Ethan looked across the endless city, he thought the journey was finally over. Then a new notification appeared. Unknown galaxy detected. Ancient signal received. Origin, beyond the known universe. Ethan stared at the message. Beyond the known universe? Aurora's expression turned serious. It seems we were wrong. The Void Empire was only the beginning. Far beyond the edge of the galaxy, an ancient civilization had awakened. Something older than humanity. Older than Astronova itself. Waiting in the darkness between galaxies. Ethan slowly smiled. A new adventure awaited. Beyond Astronova. Beyond Earth. Beyond the stars themselves. The founder had returned. And his greatest journey was only beginning.